Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and I hope you are okay on that side of the screen. And today we are going to no, we aren't. We are going to talk about the Levante 240 from XPG. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll And we are back. So as you could see, very easy and fast to assemble, just a few seconds really. Now actually, to be honest, it was not a few seconds, as you guys know, but it was really quickly, and it has all the accessories. And in terms of build quality, the first thing that I would like to mention is that I did find both the radiator, the pump and the fans, along with all the small accessories, very high quality. So great to see this right over here from the XPG, which actually was a brand that I wasn't aware, but after using it for a few days and having in consideration the build quality, and also an important detail, because this is a system designed by Aztec, and if you don't know XPG, probably you know Aztec, which is a, well, just Google it and you will see what I mean. The Levante 240 brings two very silent 120mm fans with LED RGB, which is awesome for those of you that want to do a little bit of customization on your computer. And then it also has a water block with RGB as well. In terms of the illumination and the colors that we can achieve almost unlimited combinations. But have in mind that the Levante 240 does not bring any kind of software to control the RGB, and it doesn't bring any system by itself to put on the RGB. So we need to have on our motherboard or on our case or any other add-on on our computer that has RGB. In my particular case, I've got on my motherboard and I also have on my case, and the images that you are seeing are controlled by my case, and I will leave a link down below for all the components of this machine that I'm using right over here. But besides that, it's compatible, at least it's certified by our Sync Gigabyte RGB, MSI Light Sync and ASRock RGB. But the truth is that, in my opinion, it will work with any system that has a RGB controller, which is my case. My motherboard, which you can check down below, doesn't have certification for Levante 240, and it can control just fine. And my case also doesn't have, and it controls just fine. So this just means that you will be fine with any system. Now the fans will be also controlled by our motherboard and the software that we have on our motherboard. And talking about fans, noise and performance, I just want to share with you a few details right over there, comparing with the stock cooler, which honestly it's been a few years that I haven't used one of these. Last night I did install, just to take a few numbers right over here, which I will share with you guys, and basically pushing the i5 10400 to the maximum using Prime 95. With the stock cooler we were getting roughly 76 degrees on the quiet mode, which it's not quiet because it will ramp up and give me 2000 to 3000 RPM. We were getting 76 Celsius. Now, doing the Prime 95 on full blast, I did down 1 degree, and doing a benchmark on Time Spy, we could get a minimum or a maximum, sorry, of 73 degrees Celsius. Now, if we compare with the Levante 240, now the story is completely different. We can have 58 on the silent mode, which is silent. I don't hear the fans, which is just awesome. And this is probably the biggest advantage of getting this system. And of course, if we put it on full blast, which we can hear, then we can lower the CPU temperature to 51 degrees Celsius. And doing that same test on Time Spy, we can get a 55 degrees Celsius of maximum. So these are the results compared to the stock cooler, and if we compare it with another cooler, is the X53 from NZXT, which is a different league, doesn't have RGBs, but it's in a different league. Now we can see that it's more effective in terms of temperature, and to me it has an advantage right over here, which is the fans don't spin at all when we are on quiet mode, and we don't push that much through the CPU, which is what happens on the Gain TimeSpy benchmark. Now, having that said, it is on a different league, and you may check the link down below in terms of pricing and so on and so forth. So the question will be, hey Robert, do you really need a all-in-one cooler for that i5 10400, which is a CPU that it's not overclockable? And the answer is yes and no. You will be fine with this one right over here, or Intel wouldn't put it there. But the question is, do you want to have that noise, or will you not push your computer that much? If you don't, then there are some scenarios that this probably makes sense. I, as an enthusiast, wouldn't use this one just because I don't like the noise that it produces. I like a quiet environment, and when I'm recording, for example, and I'm rendering a video at the same time, I don't want to hear my machines. Probably you do the same with your games and things like that. So this is the type of user that will want a all-in-one. And in that particular case, what you will find on the Levante 214, in my opinion, is that in terms of price, performance and noise levels, it's really balanced, and of course the build quality that I already talked right over here. So guys, this is a great option on the market. Hope that this video was helpful in some way to help you to decide if this is the cooler that you want on your machine or not. It looks awesome, really awesome, but I think that you saw by some image. If the video was helpful, don't forget that very appreciated thumbs up right over there. My name is Roberto Jorge, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.